Hello, this is another cooking rodeo with the Tater Cowgirls. I will cook for you by myself because little Tater Cowgirl is invited to a birthday pool party and she's all set already, and I will drive her to Hollister pretty soon. I wear my blush pearls today in tribute to Barbara Bush, whose funeral was yesterday. And also in her tribute, I researched recipes from her. And it was a little bit difficult because there are so many Bushes in the White House. So I had to make sure it's not one of Laura Bush's recipes, it's actually one of Barbara Bush's. And I had to change a little bit because, of course, we prepare it whole plant-based. So this is today's cooking show. I will make for you a Yankee Bean Soup in tribute of Barbara Bush. I will make a apple crisp, one of her favorite things to cook. And we have a salad. I couldn't do the one I found a recipe from her. It's called a vegetable salad, but there's too much mayonnaise and fat in it. I couldn't tweak it. I have to think about it. I think there is a way. It's a good salad, but I'm sure there is a way to tweak it. But I will make for you a carrot coleslaw without fat, oil-free. The only fat that's in there is ground sesame seeds. So lots of projects, and hope you will watch us, and let's go cooking. Okay, let's get cooking our Barbara Bush recipes. And yeah, I wanna tell you, I researched. There's a cookbook out there actually for the First Lady's recipes. I didn't know that. Of course, you have to tweak them whole plant-based. I had a hard time finding one from Barbara Bush. I found a great one, a Sunni stew, a bean stew, and already, wrote down the ingredients and was all hyped up. And then I noticed it's from Laura Bush. She got credited to her, so we can use that. But I found something. I didn't find exactly the recipe from her, but I found a webpage where they rave about Barbara Bush's Yankee Bean Soup. And so I looked up Yankee Bean Soup and I tweaked it whole plant-based, and I think Barbara Bush would like it. And I wear pearls for her today. These are my blush pearls. Yesterday on her, when she got laid to rest, I watched it on TV, and I was wearing her favorite color blue and my wedding pearls. And I always liked when she said, here, my 3 spring wedding pearls. It's almost the same she was wearing. See that? I was wearing them on my wedding because I had a surgery on my neck, on my throat, where they removed a benign tumor, and the scar was really ugly. And with the wedding, with these pearls, I could hide the scar when we got married in Las Vegas in the drive-thru with Elvis playing music, and we were in the pink Cadillac. We were driving all over through Las Vegas. It was a great wedding, and nobody saw my scar because I wear the pearls. I think Barbara Bush was wearing them because she wanted to hide her wrinkled skin here. So kind of a similar reason. And I always liked when she said, my white hair is real, but my pearls are fake. Okay, my pearls are fake too, I can tell you. She's one of the first ladies I really liked. That's why I want to pay her some tribute. And we start with making her Yankee bean soup. Yankee bean soup, that's what they call it. And I hope you enjoy it, and I put you down here that you see what I'm doing. We make them, of course, in my beloved Instapot. And here are the ingredients. So I chopped half a cup of carrots. I had some some julienne that had to go, so I just chopped them up. 1 chopped white onion. This is the green leaves of celery, and this is a 1/4 cup. Then I have a cup of really fine chopped potatoes, and I had some leftover fake bacon, the vegan bacon, so I had some left, so not very much. It's maybe a 1/4 cup, maybe a half a 1/4 cup, an 1/8 cup. Yeah, I thought I'd throw that in too. You have to recreate the smoked bacon flavor, but of course we don't do smoked bacon, so we have to tweak it in a whole plant-based version. So this is my ingredients, plus white navy beans or small white beans, and 4 cups of vegetable broth with 2 tablespoons liquid smoke. I used that one, hickory liquid smoke. Put that in here already. And we also need, I think 2 teaspoons molasses. So this, I have that blackstrap molasses. So we need 2 teaspoons of those. Then I have black pepper to taste. And I would wait with the salt when you have the soup ready. I don't have any salt in here because then everybody can personally add salt how they want, and you don't overdo it. You also need 2 cups of, put a little bit black pepper in here, in my liquid. Let's say 1/4 teaspoon. Then you can do, you might have to add a little bit more at the end. Okay, so let's put the dry ingredients in first. Just dump it in your Instapot. Then your vegetable broth with the liquid smoke. Don't forget the liquid smoke, because this is what gives it the smoky flavor we wouldn't have otherwise, because we don't use bacon, of course, like the original recipe. I noticed that Barbara Bush used a lot of vegetables and has actually some good recipes I could recreate. I found a mushroom quiche, and I really want to try to recreate that with silken tofu, because I once made a quiche, a spinach quiche, out of the recipe from the McDougal's burgers, the spinach burgers, and the quiche turned out really well. So I think I could do the same with mushrooms instead of spinach, but it takes time to research that, so I didn't have the time today to do that. I had the idea yesterday to give you some Barbara Bush recipes. So what we need now is navy beans, and it's either 1.5 cups dried navy beans, and I have 2 cups soaked or canned. That works too. 2 cups to either 2 cans. It's a little bit more than 2 cups. 1 can is 1.5 cups, so it's up to you how much you need. I have 2 cups of navy beans soaked. Okay, we got that, and now we need 2 cups of soy milk. That has to go in as well. And watch, be careful when you buy your beans that you don't buy something. Look really carefully on the ingredients, because some of the beans you get in the store, you get the canned beans. When you buy canned beans you get in the store, they are made with pork, so you want to really make sure you get organic beans and not the porky version. Okay. The blackstrap molasses. Yeah, this beans usually they say they need something sweet. to be more digestible and turn out better. So I can see why they use molasses in the Yankee Bean Soup. Never did that before, but it makes sense to me. Okay, let's turn it on. That's our soup. Okay, oh, you turn your Instapot on seal. See, this is the little valve. You see that? This is the little valve where it has to go up, that it's sealed, and then it goes on cooking. So the cooking time I get in my Instapot cookbook is always the time when the valve is up and it's steaming. In this case, it's I think 20 minutes, no, 15 minutes. So what we do is we turn it on manual. It's hard to show you here. Okay, it's closed now. I turn it on manual. And then I go up, I press the plus sign until I am at 15 minutes. And then it's done, and now you can let it cook. When it's done, it will go in warm mode, so you don't have to do anything after that. See, this is the start beep, so it's on now. It will heat up, and when it has reached the steam temperature, it will the valve is up, and it will count down the 15 minutes. And once the 15 minutes are done, it goes in warm mode, so you can eat whenever you are ready. Okay, so this is part one of my Barbara Bush cooking rodeo today. The little one is, I dropped her off at the pool party, birthday party, and she has fun now. So you have to bear with me. So the next thing I'm doing is a salad. Barbara Bush had a lot of vegetable salads in her, let me just talk to you here. Barbara Bush had a lot of vegetable salads and stuff. She cooked a lot with vegetables, with root vegetables, I have to say. So that's the good part about she also added a lot of fat and mayonnaise, and I can't do that. So I decided to do a salad for you today in honor of Barbara Bush, but I do one I never did before. I saw it on California Bountiful today. And hey, it's a whole plant-based salad dressing. I watched that thing, say, oh my God, it's a whole plant-based salad. So let's do that, okay? And it's a carrot coleslaw, and we are using those, you know, with the mixed colors. Aren't they pretty? And so I bought them at the organic table. We cut the greens off, and you know that the greens, you buy it with the greens attached. Always look that you get nice greens on it, but like here. But once you are putting the carrots in the refrigerator, you have to cut the greens off, because the greens will suck the water out of your carrots and will dry them out. So don't leave the greens on your carrots. You can use that for soup, by the way. It's really good. All right, so here we have it, and then we cut off the little tip here. And I only brushed them a little bit underwater before we started cooking to save some time. I did not peel them. You can peel them, but I like all the vitamins and carrots. The best way to eat carrots is it has to have a little bit fat, and it also has to be chopped very fine or grated or steamed, because otherwise the vitamins are locked in very, very good, and if you don't chew it really well and don't make it really fine, you're not getting all the vitamins out of it. So I go to my food processor and will grate them. Let me see if I can get you there. Hold on. Yeah, you see me? Yeah, that works. And we will get the boys in here. Turn it on. Maybe that little thing, because I don't want to. I want to keep my fingers, but it goes so much faster than doing that thing. Next one, we have a black one now. I like these different colors. It will look nice in the salad. That was a good idea. I don't know, I love that show, California Bountiful. From farm to table, they give you a lot of ideas and where the stuff grows. I think Barbara Bush would have appreciated that salad. She had some really good recipes. I saw some lemon cake. I'll have to look at that closer too. She made okay, all through. Oh, that looks nice. Look at it. Put that in my bowl. Let's get you over here again. And you can see what's going on. All right. Look at this nice salad. Isn't that cool? All these different colors. Look at this. It's all carrots, but it's all different colors. How beautiful. Okay, so we got that. And we need the food processor once more. So put it in. With the blender thing. Okay. Put that on top, don't forget it. Okay, now we make that salad. As I said, that's the first timer for me to make that salad. So bear with me. So what we have to add is a little bit of peppermint. Okay. It smells good. Let's put that over here. So we take some peppermint leaves. It's hard to give you a measurement here. Just take a few leaves, you know. It's also up to your liking. If you're not into peppermint, just take a little bit. But the peppermint really gives it the zing, I can tell you. Okay. Let's put that on top. And then we need the grater, and we grate. She had tangerines. I have organic blood oranges. So I'm grating the zest of a blood orange, and I have one normal orange if I need more. But I think I'm doing just fine with that one. easier. And the zest, they say it's against skin cancer. It's good against skin cancer. That's what they said today in that show. If you put organic, of course, not the poisoned one. If you put that in your salad, it helps to prevent skin cancer. Tangerine, orange, blood orange. They didn't say lemon, but I think lemon, as it is a citrus as well, would do the same thing, I guess. Good. Put a good amount on it. Get a good aroma. I have about a third of the orange. I put in a little bit blood orange. We also use the orange, so don't worry, it's not gonna get wasted. Or better, the blood orange I use. The other one my granddaughter will eat. Okay, so I'm opening the blood orange. And she said very small pieces in the salad, so to cut it in very small pieces. You see it here? Yeah, you see what I'm doing. Away a little bit. We have more space. Okay. I will also try to show you a dessert. Barbara Bush's favorite dessert was apple crisp, and I will see to make something vegan for you. It's the end of the menu. So we have Yankee Bean Soup, we have a wonderful salad, and we have apple crisp for dessert today. So what are you saying? I'm good. I don't know if you ever Googled it, her famous Wellesley speech at Wellesley College. They were protesting her because they didn't want to have a conservative speaker at that time. It was the height of the, you know, feminist movement and all that. And they protested her, and she went there together with Irina Gorbacheva and held this speech, and everybody was up their chair and they loved her and they were just thrilled. She held a really good speech, and in this speech she said at some point, it's maybe one day one of you will be president, or one of you will be in my shoes and be the spouse of a president, and I already feel very sorry for him. And so for a female president, and everybody cheered. So I like her. I think she did a lot for literacy in the USA, and she did a lot for women, and she was just a wonderful mother and grandmother, and always put family first, like I do. Family for me is first. And now we have the oranges in, and now we need a chili pepper. I didn't put it out. What is my chili pepper? Smoked paprika. This is my chili pepper. So I put a little bit, it's like a pinch, just for the little, you know, zing. Then we need a lemon juice, and they put in a quarter. I think it was a quarter. This is half, right? This is half. Yeah. This is a quarter cup lemon juice. No, a third cup. It was a third cup. Well, think I do half. I think I have more carrots. Yeah, half, and we have to put that in the food processor. Actually, I think I leave it. She processed it. The reason why she put it in the food processor was she was maple. She did the syrup and sesame seed, and maybe we should do that. Let's do it like they did it today. Let's see. Put it in here. And some syrup. We have the blackstrap molasses. We put that in. And this was, let's do 2 tablespoons. And we need apple cider vinegar, and this was that was a quarter apple cider vinegar. I just put it in the food processor, and sesame seed and some salt, she said. We can salt it later. I think maybe just a pinch. I don't want to put too much salt in it. I try to avoid over salting my stuff, because once you use less salt or no salt, you get accustomed to it, and you really don't need it. A good trick is to put the salt on top of food instead of mixing it in, because the tip of your tongue is where you taste salt, and then if you have it on top of your food, like on a pizza or so, you actually, it's enough for you. You don't need more salt. Okay, there's 2 tablespoons sesame seed. This is our fat. Carrots need fat, and I actually go far enough to put a little bit of soy milk in it, have a little bit more, because in order to get the whole vitamins in your body from the carrots, you have to have a little bit of fat, or it's not going to work. So we have a 1/4 cup soy milk. And now I process it. Over here. See all the mess I'm making here. All right. It's all to it. Here. You can see this thing is moving. Okay, I pour it in here. I get everything out here. The salad. All right. Thing. And refrigerate it. We have to mix it. Try it. I don't think I need salt. Not a little bit. I put a little pepper in. It's not pepper. Maybe a pinch. Really, it's like a lemony, fruity salad. You can taste the lemons and the citrus. Very good. Okay, let's put a little peppermint leaf on top for decoration. Here we go. And here is your lemon, your carrot coleslaw a la California Bountiful in honor of Barbara Bush, our First Lady. You like it? I hope so. It tastes great. And we come back when I show you the navy bean soup, and I also show you the apple I make, the Barbara Bush recipe for, I don't know what you want to call it, apple cobbler or apple crust. Of course I make it without oil and butter, so I don't know what to call it. I will think about a name when we are back. Bye. So, what is dessert? Barbara Bush liked apple crumble. Her apple crumble was famous. I decided to name it apple crumble rather than apple cobbler. And I cut 3 gala apples, chopped it. Then I have to read it up. There's a 1/3 cup brown sugar in it, and 2.5 tablespoons cornstarch, a little bit, let's say a 1/4 teaspoon vanilla, and yeah, that's it. And a little bit of lemon juice, maybe just a little, that the color stays with the apples while you do the crumble. Okay, this is that. I mixed everything really well, so everything should be included, and nothing should peek out like the cornstarch. I put it in a deep dish. Oven is on at 350, and the crumble is 1/2 cup rolled oats. I mixed 1/2 cup rolled oats with 1/2 cup of almonds, crushed. It was almond slices. I crushed them a little bit to make them a little smaller. Then 1/4 cup white whole wheat pastry flour, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon apple pie spice. If you don't have it, don't sweat it. And 2 tablespoons agave nectar. It's just that one, organic agave nectar. So give it 2 good tablespoons, I mean full tablespoons, and then mix it until everything gets crumbly and nice, you know, because we crumbled that now on top of it. And then I broke my thing down. It has to bake for an hour, by the way. So I show you when it's done. Good. I think this is a veganized. I mean, Barbara Bush's apple crumble was a little bit more with butter. I used for my creation. That's my creation here. Let me get it down here. I use from my creation a basis. If you know Dr. McDougall's The Healthiest Planet on the Healthiest Diet on the Planet, he has for Thanksgiving a pear, I think it was pear cranberry crumble in there. So I used it as a base because I made that on Thanksgiving. It was really good. I used that as a base for ingredients, but I used a gala apple. I changed the spices a little bit, and I think it will work out just fine like it is. I have a feeling. Okay. This looks good to me. What do you think? Okay. Now we put it in the oven. It's 350 for 1 hour until the filling is bubbly and the top is slightly browned. You can afterwards, you can cool it and eat it with soy vanilla ice cream, which is really good, or you just take it out and eat it warm. I don't think my one will survive because my husband just picked up, drove to Hollister to pick up Addie, and I'm sure she wants something of it. So this is my dessert, apple crumble, to honor Barbara Bush. And I come back. Oh, I show you the navy bean soup. It's already done, okay? Yeah. And now let's look at the navy bean soup. We get you down. So it's already 19 minutes on warm, the Instapot. So there's no problem. We should not have a problem with it to get it out. And oops. You're floating away here from me. Keep it a little up, it will work. Try to get my gorilla pot to hold you better. Hold on. Oh, you see it, right? You see it. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so we put it the steamer on vent. Let it steam out a little. Turn off the warm mode. You see the valve goes down when because everything gets sucked down, and then you can open the Instapot. You can't open it as long as it's not de-steamed. When you have it on warm mode, it's called natural release, and it releases it while it's on warm mode. So it goes really fast right now. And then you can open it. Very good. And well, Barbara Bush, I can tell you a little bit more in the meantime about Barbara Bush. She was you know, she made wearing plus size okay for women. She was never smaller than a size 12. Sometimes she was a size 16. So that's one of her things. Because before that, Jackie Kennedy, you know, even Nancy Reagan, they were all like really thin and were these fashion icons. And Barbara Bush was a ambassador for plus-sized women, I would say. And she wore it with elegance. She stood by her style. She didn't try to be somebody else. And she made a joke one time. She said, when they asked her, do you think you are, I don't know how they asked her, they said, are you happy with your look as First Lady? And she said, I think I'm just a great looking First Lady. I just don't know always how to dress well. And but I think she dressed very well. Her favorite color was blue. Her pearls, she liked pantsuits. That wasn't that much usual at that time. Women usually wore skirts to work, but she was the first pantsuit ambassador too. And yeah, I just like her. I think she was a great human being. That's why I decided to do this homage today in my cooking show. All right, no steaming anymore. Let me get you down. All right, open it. All right, now we have to turn it around. Looks good. Let me try it. I probably put it in a cup, then you see it better. It's too dark, like it is right now, probably. Hold on. And I don't need salt. I think the smoke is just good enough like it is. I like it. Okay. Put it in a bowl to show it to you. So this is Yankee Bean Soup. Yankee Bean Soup is navy beans a la Barbara Bush. I showed you the salad. I already ate some. This is Carrotslaw to honor Barbara Bush, but it is from California Bountiful. She liked salad, so that was my idea. And I will get back to you when the dessert is ready. Apple Crumble a la Barbara Bush. Hello, and we are at the end of my Barbara Bush cooking rodeo special. Here is my Apple Crumble. It's one of Barbara Bush's favorite desserts, and it turned out really well. It bubbles and the crust is brown. It took about an hour. Should I try it? It's hot, but I think I have to try it. I can't resist. And it's based on, of course it's whole plant based, it's based on the McDougall's crumble. I think it was peach and cranberry, so I took the same measurements. I switched the spices a little bit because I have apple here. I wanted to make the Barbara Bush crumble, so I have apples here, but it turned out really well. Really good. You will like it. I can see there was a dollop of soy ice cream, but it's also good warm. So if you let it cool down with a dollop of ice cream, that's a really cool recipe. Well, this is it. I hope you liked my Barbara Bush special soup, salad, and dessert. Rest in peace, Barbara. This one is for you. Bye.